Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will walk you through everything you need to know to crochet a retro daisy granny square cardigan. Over the past couple of months, I've been working on probably one of the most extensive crochet projects so far. Not necessarily because I had to crochet a lot, but because I decided to do a content series. Every day, I was randomly picking 3 yarn colors, one for the center, one for the petals, and one for the background, to create at least one retro daisy granny square. And a couple of times, I was even involving my family to let them pick the colors for the granny squares. Of course, besides crocheting, it also required for me to be creative, edit, and post videos every single day. My main goals were to get rid of some yarn since I had way too many skeins and scrap yarn in random colors. I also wanted to get better at video editing, have some consistency in my posting, and of course have an amazing cardigan by the end of this series. My initial plan was to follow my sunflower cardigan pattern, which would require making 54 granny squares in total, as well as adding cuffs and hems at the end of it. But I changed my mind and decided to replace cuffs and hems with additional rows of granny squares to make it longer, so in total I ended up making 69 retro daisy granny squares, which is the most granny squares I have ever made for a single project. To make the cardigan, I had to create 5 panels in total, one for the back with 25 granny squares, 2 for the front with 10 granny squares each, and 2 for the sleeves with 12 granny squares for each sleeve. If you think sleeves or body of the cardigan would be too long for you, you can also add half granny squares instead of complete ones, but the explanation of that is provided in the written pattern. For creating my granny squares, I was using 4-ply cotton yarn that I had collected over the years, and in total I ended up using approximately 800 grams, and each granny square was done with a 3.5mm crochet hook. You can find an in-depth tutorial on how to make a retro daisy granny square on my YouTube channel, but here is a quick explanation of all the steps in each round. You would have to start by making a magic ring or chain 4 loop and do 16 double crochets inside it. For the second round, you would have to attach yarn and do 3 double crochets inside every other stitch and chain 1 in between them. For the third round, you would have to attach yarn in different color in the skipped stitches and do double crochet and chain 4 in each space. For the fourth round, we are switching back to the previous color and doing double crochet in the first stitch, 2 double crochets in the middle stitch, and 1 double crochet in the last stitch of each petal, and in between them we are doing 2 chains. For the fifth round, we are going back to the previous color and doing 2 double crochets on top of each stitch in between the petals, and after each of them we are chaining 4. For the sixth round, we are switching back to the previous color and doing 1 double crochet in the first stitch, 2 double crochets in the next, and 1 double crochet in each of the remaining 2 stitches, and 2 chains in between the petals. For the seventh round, we are continuing with the same yarn, and on top of each petal we are doing single crochet in the first stitch, then skipping 1 and doing 5 double crochets in the middle stitch, and then again skipping 1 and doing single crochet in the last stitch, and 2 chains in between each petal. And once this round is finalized, you can also fasten off. For the remaining rounds, we will only be using the other yarn, and for the 8th round, you would have to do 1 double crochet on the first stitch, 2 double crochets on the second stitch between the petals, and 4 double crochets behind the petals in the chain 4 space. During the 9th round, we would have to establish a square shape. In the corners, it would be 2 treble crochets, chain 2 and 2 treble crochets in the same space, followed by treble crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 half double crochets, and 3 single crochets, 1 in each stitch. And then the same stitches mirrored on the other side. 2 half double crochets, 2 double crochets, 1 treble crochet, and a corner again. And you would have to repeat that until you have created a square shape. And for the last 10th round, you would have to place double crochet on top of each stitch from the previous round, and in the corners you would have to do 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 double crochets again in the same space. At the end, my granny squares measured to 12 centimeters or 4.7 inches, which will fit size small to medium. But if you wish to go a size up, you would simply have to make your granny squares bigger by adding an additional round 10. Before connecting them all together, I sprayed my granny squares with water and blocked them on a blocking board. It's not mandatory to do so, but it will help to establish a nicer shape and drape at the end. Once that was done, I proceeded with connecting granny squares to create the cardigan. I first laid them all out on the floor so it's easier to understand what goes where, as well as to assemble the color scheme so nothing seems to be repeating. You can connect granny squares in any way you wish, but I was doing a front flat slip stitch, which creates a nice braided look. To do it, you basically have to connect granny squares while they are facing upwards by going through the back loops of each stitch and doing a slip stitch through all the loops. While doing this, your yarn would have to stay below your project. I first started by connecting granny squares for all the panels, and then once all panels were created, I proceeded with connecting them with each other. Front panels will have to be attached to the back panels in the shoulder parts, and then next you would have to attach sleeves on the sides of the back and front panels. Keep in mind that there would have to be one granny square attached to the back panel, one to the front panel, and one would have to be shared between the front and back panels. And as last, you would have to connect sides of the sleeves and sides of the front and back panels. For all of that, I used the same method as for connecting the granny squares when creating the panels. Then at the end, I decided to add a border all around the cardigan, and for that I used a simple shell stitch, similar to the last round of the petals. To do that, you would have to attach yarn and do a single crochet, then skip 2 stitches and in the following do 5 double crochets, then again skip 2 stitches and do a single crochet. And after that, again skip 2, 5 double crochets, skip 2, single crochet. I did that for all the borders around the cardigan, including cuffs. And here is our retro daisy granny square cardigan ready, and don't forget to weave in all the loose ends once it's done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it useful. You can find a written version of the pattern available on my website and Etsy. I would truly appreciate your support. And you can also find in-depth tutorials of the granny square, front flat, slip stitch and shell stitch border available on my channel. If you did enjoy this video, then please give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, then please subscribe, and I hope to see you later. Bye!